Okay, so the horoscopes are going to be a little bit out of order because we're dealing with the axis, right? And the axis means like the two polarities on that line, right? And so I put them together because it just made it easy for me. All right, so okay, I'll do Aries first, and then after Aries, we're going to do what is on Aries axis, Libra. Okay, so Aries. First of all, Aries, your new moon is in the 4th house. Also, before I should have said this before I did, look at your rising signs if possible. If you can't, then go ahead, look at your sun and moon. I will look at my rising. Okay, just this is what I'm telling you. Okay, so Aries, your new moon is in the 4th house, so there is some setting some new intentions with your home, which everything Cancer, everything that I discussed before. This is really hitting home for you, okay? So because the 4th house is representing everything Cancer. So that is your new moon. Now, your North Node is in the 1st house. And the 1st house is all about self, appearances, your beginnings, the body, first impressions, attitude, identity, approach to life. And your South Node, which is things that you're very comfortable. So you're very Aries energy, and it's all about yourself. And there needs to be a focus on moving towards that during this energy. Now, your South Node is in the 7th house, which is everything we discussed in this whole video. Everything Aries is what we discussed for you. So you just need to listen to everything I said because it's everything involving you. Okay. You have the new moon in the 4th house. You have your North Node in the 1st house, which is Aries, and your South Node in the 7th house, which is representing Libra. Okay. So that is your horoscope. I'm not going to do your horoscope because I did it this whole video. It was all about you, Aries, which is very fitting. So yes, I'm going to refer you to look at the video, the whole video, because it's everything that you're going to deal with. Those are the house and placements for you. Okay. But it's going to be a true identity for yourself. One thing that I would suggest for you, Aries, I'm going to pull a card for you just because I want to, is for you to really try not to focus on yourself. Have that healthy balance. Really, really try to focus on the healthy balance. So we have for you, your card is forgiveness. Okay. Forgiveness. Work on forgiveness, not just for others, but for yourself. Okay. And that's what we have for you. Now we're going to do Libra. Libra, your new moon is in the 10th house. And the 10th house is all about reputation and goals and your career and the outer world and just really your goals and career. Okay, so let me see what else. Some other words that I can use with the 10. Yeah, no. I don't want to lose track. But yes, it's all about setting intentions for your career, your reputation, and your goals. Okay, very Capricorn energy. It could be setting some intention with your father, father figures or authority. There could be energy with that too. Okay, so that is your new moon, Libras, and your North Node is in the 7th house, which is the opposite of everything I explained. So I know we're talking about the Aries energy is about the self, but you have to really practice this balance here because your North Node is in the house of relationships, and it's just complete opposite of everything I discussed. But then there's this inner self, so you're gonna have this constant battle between yourself. It might actually, Libra, be the best thing for you because there's going to be a great balance. There's an energy for the collective and an energy from the outer world that you're getting, but within your rising there's a whole nother energy, and I think that's going to bring balance if anything. Okay. So yes, so your South Node is something you are familiar with, and it's all about in your 1st house the self, and you're probably used to that, and you're working on relationships, which is very Libra of you. Okay, so your card is unleash your kindest self, which is very perfect. Work on being yourself, work on kindness, work on love, work on forgiveness. Okay, Libra, and that is your reading. Okay, so next we have Taurus. Okay, Taurus. your new moon is in the 3rd house. So you're going to set some new intentions, or something in this new cycle is going to start with you when it comes to communication, your siblings, your neighborhood, your day-to-day events, some type of way of communicating. If you're writing a book, not publishing, writing a book for yourself. That's what you have in that 3rd house. So set some intentions with that, and something involving that. It could be also dealing with schooling, within yourself, not university, but like learning within. Okay, learning a lot. Okay, your North Node is in the 12th house. And the 12th house is all about endings, healing, closure, spirituality, solitude, karma, old age, afterlife, what's hidden, limiting beliefs, subconscious. And that is something that you are going to be working on these few 18 months. And the eclipse are really going to affect that with you. And your South Node is in the 6th house. And what you are familiar with is organization and health and systems and analytical nature, pets, being of service of others, organizations, work habits. Yes, I said that. Analytical nature. So those are the things that you are familiar with, and you are working for spiritual energy. Okay. And the South Node is very tangible, where the North Node is very intangible. You can't touch it. So be aware of that. And the South Node is all about perfection, and the North Node is all about not being perfect. And let's just go off of our feeling and our intuition. Okay. We have the energy of being humble, Taurus placement. So be humble with this energy. It's not about being on a stage. Also, there could be a little lack of confidence. So stay with the humbleness. Don't go too far on each of, stay balanced is basically what I meant. All right. See you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Scorpios, your new moon is in the 9th house. Oh, I said, yes. Okay, sorry, I'm confused. Okay, so your new moon is in the 9th house, and the 9th house is all about out of this world, not out of this world, but out of your world, which is like what country. So there's worldly energy. Could also deal with philosophy and your personal beliefs. That could be shifting and starting a new mindset with that. Publishing, if you're trying to publish a book, this is a perfect time to manifest that energy. Traveling, if you're trying to travel, that is what you get. You can manifest some energy with traveling. This is going to set a new cycle with these themes here. Okay. Let me see what else we have with the 9th house with the new moon. Very out of this, very faith, very lucky, very expansive, very worldly. Philosophy, learning new things, could maybe deal with some religion too. Okay. Your North Node, Scorpio, is in the 6th house, and you need to work on health, fitness, systems, being very analytical, pets, even work habits, organization, sense of usefulness, and being a service of others. And your South Node is in the 12th house. So you've already worked through healing and endings and closure and spirituality, solitude. There was some karma, maybe something dealing with old age, afterlife, what's hidden, limiting belief, and subconscious. You already worked on those things. And it's about working on those new things of systems. Also, keep a balance between the two. Here is your card. Breathe through the tension. It's not all about being perfect. Okay, and look at that. It says Scorpio. So it's not all about being perfect for you. So work on that. Try not to be too perfect and breathe through the tension. And you've already learned the issue of compassion. So use your meditation. Use the skills that you already have to work on creating the perfect habits to balance your life out. Okay. All right. See you guys next time. Bye. Okay, we got Gemini risings placements. This is for you. Okay, so your new moon is in the 2nd house, and the 2nd house is all about your resources and your body. Okay, so there's something there, setting some new intentions about your whatever you deem as resources in your body, maybe even real estate if you're trying to purchase a new home. Manifest that. This is what you got with this energy. Also, your North Node is in the 11th house, and that's all about groups and friendships and social awareness, humanitarianism, technology, hopes and wishes, and the future. you have to work on that. This is what you're going to work on for the 18 months. And in its south node, you're dealing with the 5th house. So you're very familiar with romance and love and affairs and having fun. Maybe even fertility, dealing with childlike things. I find little hobbies and being very creative and joyful drama also is what you get with that. So you've already done with that and you're very gifted at that. And you know that you're very comfortable with that. And now it's time to move on to your hopes and wishes and technology and groups. Okay. Not about the self, but really about the groups. Okay. Let me see what we have. Gemini risings, we have release your blocks, whatever you're blocking. And that is really, to me, this is Scorpio, of course. But this really is about release the south node, everything that you're comfortable with, release it and move on to the future. And be ready for the shift. Embrace it. Okay. Gemini risings, I would assume that you guys are okay with change. So this is embrace the change and get ready. All right. See you guys next time. Bye. Hello, Sagittarius risings, okay? Sagittarius suns, moons, placements, whatever. I am a Sagittarius rising, so I'm excited for this. And we are talking about your new moon is in the 8th house. Ooh-wee, okay? I have a moon in the 8th house, so having a new moon in the 8th house is interessante, okay? But it's all about transformation and spiritual growth and occultism. There could be something there, and this is things you have to manifest with. Okay. The 8th house energy is also could be dealing with other people's resources. So there could be some manifestation with that. What else do we have for the 8th house? I just associate the 8th house with major transformation. So be aware that something huge is going to transform your life. Okay. And you have to accept that. Sorry. I'm not trying to be rude and be on my phone. I don't know why these things are, that's annoying. But it's all about merging. Sorry, let me turn this off. Okay, it's all about merging. Oh, intimacy is a big thing with the 8th house. So your new moon in the 8th house, if there's something you want to manifest with that, go ahead. I said shared finances or merging something with the partners or your partner's resources. You can manifest that. Loans, taxes. If you're trying to get a loan, manifest a loan. If there's an inheritance, go ahead and manifest that. Joint property, assets, mystery too. Something that's dealing with the mystery, you manifest that. Okay. Yes. So that's what you have for your new moon, Sagittarius rising, and your north node is in the 5th house, and romance and love affairs and childlike energy, self-expression and drama, all that you are familiar with. Okay. And no, all that you have to work forward to. Sorry. These are things you're going to work on. You're going to improve on. Your destiny is calling you to move on to that. And your south node is in the 11th house. So you're very aware of groups and friends and social awareness and humanitarian and technology. Speaking to myself, technology was a big thing that I've been working on for these past 18 months, and hopes and wishes. Okay. So let me pull a card for all my Sagittarius risings and myself included. And we have forgive. Ooh, so work on forgiveness, Sagittarius. And you guys are great with forgiveness, but not just forgiveness of others, forgiveness for yourself is really what I'm thinking. Because especially with this Cancer new moon, but during this cycle, work on forgiving others and yourself most importantly. Okay. See you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Cancer placements. You have the new moon in the 1st house, and that's all about your self-appearance. If you're trying to do a makeover, manifest that. Anything of new beginnings, manifest a new beginning in something. Dealing with your body, how your impressions that you give off, manifest some new energies on that. First impressions, really, your attitude. Okay, your identity, your approach to life. If you're being negative, you need to have some manifestations with that. Now, your north node is in the 10th house. And the 10th house, wait, am I reading this right? Yes. Your 10th house is all about your careers and long-term goals and structure and status and reputation. Public image is masculine energy, too. It's also dealing with father figures and structure and authority, okay, fathers, experts, and fame, okay. So you're going to be working towards that energy, Cancer risings. And your south node, things that you're familiar with, is very Cancer energy already. It's about your home and your roots and your family and self-care, emotions, foundations, mother, children, women, and femininity. And you're a Cancer rising, so you already know all about that, or a Cancer placement. So you're already familiar with that, with your south node being there. So your north node is like, it's time to work on really that Aries energy of yourself with career. Unleash your kindest self. And look at that. It says Capricorn, because that's where that north node is, okay? It's in that house of Capricorn. So be kind to yourself and open yourself up for others to receive you. All right, so that is Cancer placement. See you guys next time. Bye. Okay, why is my mouse not working? Okay, here we go. Capricorn placements, Capricorn rising, sun and moon, really your risings, okay? But your new moon is in the 7th house. This is all about relationships. Everything Libra that I discussed earlier, that's what it is. And it's about marriage, contracts, business partners, equality, things that you're sharing, and interpersonal styles. It's all about fashion too, okay? And beauty too. So when you have your new moon in this house, start some new manifestations, some goals in those themes, okay? That's where your new moon is. Now, the north node, and this is starting a new cycle, okay? So be ready for that. Your north node is in the 4th house, and the 4th house is all about home, roots, and everything opposite of Capricorn energy. But it's all about your home, roots, and self-care, and emotions, and family, and foundations, mother, feminine energy, internal energy, and children. Now, you're very comfortable, Capricorn placements, of the opposite. You're comfortable with the energy of your reputations and your goals. You're comfortable with that. And now it's time to work on the opposite. You are comfortable with your reputation and your public image and masculinity and structure and authority. So now it's time to work on the opposite. But use those gifts, okay, Capricorns? Now let's see what we have here. Work through your feelings, especially with it being in your 4th house, especially with the new moon in the 7th, okay? Work through your feelings. You see that Aries there? Use that. Be courageous and be strong, and be brave. All right. That is what I have for you. See you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Leo placements. Your new moon is in the 12th house, right? And that's all about endings and solitude and healing. You can manifest something with healing, and you'll probably be very emotional. And there's probably some insecurity, because that is all about the subconscious and not feeling confident in things and limiting beliefs, and also dealing with things that are dealing with the afterlife and old age and what's hidden. So manifest some energies with that. And your north node is in the 3rd house. So this is all about the mind, thinking, and communication, siblings, social activists, especially when it comes to your community and your day-to-day activities, your neighborhoods, also dealing with some early education. Now, your south node is travel, wisdom, philosophy, higher education, law, religion, cross-cultural relationships, learning, and ethics. That's what you're comfortable with, Leo, and you have to work on the things that I discussed before. All right, so let's see. You have I'm smiling because it says Sagittarius, and it says see the bigger picture. And you are already able to see the bigger picture. Use those talents and gifts that you have to work on the smaller things in life, which is your more smaller world, your intimate world, with this north node energy. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Aquarius, your new moon is in the 6th house. And the 6th house is all about being organized in health and fitness and systems and analytical energy and pets and being a service of others. Okay, so Manifest some energy. If you're trying to organize, be organized, manifest. If you're trying to make something more perfect, manifest. If you're trying to be more detailed, manifest with those energies. Now, your North Node is in the third house. And this is something you have to, no, your North Node is not in, wait, hold on. Something's backwards here. Hold on one second. Your North Node is probably, sorry, let me look at this. The 17th. Who we're dealing with, Aquarius. Hold on. I have it written down twice. Aquarius. Oops. Your North Node is in the third house. Okay. So, oops, I messed up. Okay. I got to do Leos again. But your North Node is in the third house, and you have to work on your mind, thinking, communication, siblings, social activities, and interests, and neighborhoods, and early activity and education. Travel is the opposite. You've already been comfortable with traveling, and now it's all about your day-to-day activities. And you deal with wisdom and philosophy, and now it's more about really thinking smaller scale, not on a larger scale. Okay, Aquarius, is so funny because I pulled a card for Leos, and it said to, okay, whatever. But let me pull a card for you guys. All right, and we have be real. It's about being authentic and being true to yourself, and no matter what, be free. Oh, and it's Aquarius, and you are Aquarius risings. That's so fitting. But yes, that's what it's about for you guys. All right, see you guys next time. Bye. Leos. I just did Leos, and I did it backwards. So you guys are actually flip-flop. Leos, you can go ahead and look at that. I did that right before before Aquarius. But your new moon is in the 12th house, and it's all about endings. And I discussed that. So go ahead and look at Leo part 1. This is Leo part 2. Okay. Your North Node is not in the third house. Your North Node is in the 9th house, and your South Node is in the 3rd house. That's why I pulled the card, and it says Sagittarius. Now I can see it's saying to think big because your North Node is in the 9th house. Okay. So you have to travel and wisdom and philosophy and higher learning. You have to think about those things when it comes to yourself and think bigger. Think bigger and not smaller. Okay. Sorry about that, Leo. Sorry for confusing you. It's just the same things. It's just about flip-flopping. Okay. All right. See you guys next time. Again, bye. Okay. Now we have Virgos. Here we go. Okay, Virgo risings. Now you're let me drink water actually. How do people do these lives and not drink water? Okay, Virgo risings. This is about you, and we're talking about the new moon and your North Nodes. These are the horoscopes for that. Okay, Virgo risings. Your new moon is in the 11th house. Ooh, this is all about groups and setting intentions for friends and anything dealing with social awareness. This is also about humanitarian and technology, hopes and dreams. Set some great intentions on all of these things, or what you wish for and the future. Okay. So that's where your new moon is. I know when I had the new moon in here, I was like, give me technology. Let me understand technology. Let me do my film equipment, all that. So go ahead, whatever those things that I just said, set some new intentions with that, because that's where your new moon is, Virgo risings. And Virgo risings, you should be living your best life right now, because we have a lot of Virgo energy here. Mars and Virgo. This is okay. You should be doing great. Anyway, so your North Node is in the 2nd house, will be in the 2nd house, July 17th. And it's all about working on money and work and your income and your daily routines and values and material possessions and priorities and habits, your job and your work ethic. Okay. These are things you're going to have to work on. Sorry, just phone call rang and just shift my whole thing. These are things you're going to have to work on, and you're comfortable with eighth house energy, which is all about merging and intimacy and shared finances, inheritance, taxes, loans, assets, properties, transformation. There was probably a big change, joint ventures, anything dealing with mystery and partners' resources. Those are things you were comfortable with, and it changed. Okay. I mean, well, you were comfortable with that, and now you have to focus on your North Node, but keep a balance. Use the energy of your the part that you can go deep, and you were dealing with some deepness there. Use that energy to deal with the tangible things, because you were comfortable with intangible and your Virgo rising. So now it's being comfortable with the tangible, and it's all about the self as a collective. Okay. Let me pull a card for you guys for this new moon and these nodal shifts. We have go for it, and look, it's Aries, so it's all about going for it and starting something new, being yourself. Everything that I discussed earlier in this video is what you need to do. So go for it, and yes, embrace the new. Be very courageous. I really like that for you guys. All right, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Let's do some Pisces now. Bye. Okay, Pisces, your new moon is in the fifth house, and the fifth house is all about setting some intentions on romance, love, affairs, plays, not plays, playing, and creativity, childlike energy, fertility. If you're trying to do something with fertility, there's that, joy, self-expression, also dealing with some drama. Okay, but your new moon is in that house. Embrace that energy, manifest in that energy. Now your North Node is in the second house, and the second house is all about, why is this written twice? Oh my gosh, hold on. I think I messed up again. I don't know why. I was moving too fast. Let me see. And let me look up Pisces. Where is your North Node? Your North Node is in the second house, and I messed up the first one. Anyway, okay, but nothing with you. Disregard that. Your North Node is in the second house. So it's all about your money, work, income, daily routines, values, material possessions, priorities, habits, your job, and your work ethic. That is what you need to work on and look forward to. Okay. And your South Node is in the eighth house, and it's all about things that are more intimate and transformation, and could be dealing with intimacy. But it's very transformative, it's very deep, and it's very intangible. And now you're working on the intangible items. Okay. I mean, you're used to intangible items, and now you're working on tangible items. Okay. So be ready for that. Work on it to help your life's purpose. Okay. Let me pull a card for you. And you have the Aquarius energy of being real. Be authentic, be real, be your true self. Okay. Whenever you have an emotional outburst, sure, use your natural talents and your gifts to help pursue the tangible items that you need to pursue. Okay. See you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Virgos, this is your part 2. Because I messed up. Your North Node is in the 8th house, and your South Node is in the 2nd house. Don't disregard the new moon that is in the right placement. And don't disregard the card that I pulled for you, which was very Aries energy. Yes, it's talking to you. Okay, just change the shifts. I mix you guys up with Pisces because you guys are on the same axis. But your North Node is in the 8th house. It's all about intimacy and being very deep. Everything that I said that you already have, no, you have to work on. Okay, and you're very comfortable with assets and tangible things, and your money and your work and your income and your daily routines and your values and materialism. You're comfortable with that. So now it's time to move forward and deal with intangible energy. Also, you could be dealing with inheritances and taxes and loans and assets and property. Okay, which is very interesting because you already was dealing with some home values, material possessions. So there is a balance there. So be aware of the balance and take advantage and start something new, because we had that Aries card pull for you. So be courageous with this energy, Virgos. Okay. I hope that resonated, and I apologize for mixing you up. But it still is all the same thing. It's just complete opposite. Same meaning, complete opposite. All right. So I will see everyone next time. I hope you enjoyed and see you next time. Bye.